Well, hello, hello, all my turtles and snowflakes, and no matter what club, and OMADers and clean intermittent fasters. I'm so glad you're all here. What a community we have. If I had a poster board, I'd have to put all those things on it because I'm a member of each one of those silly little clubs and names because, we are all snowflakes and we are all different and we do see that it takes finding our path and not doing what somebody else says works for them. We listen to what they say, we may try it, but then we go back to something that we know works for us. We've all heard from people here that do have a little something something in their coffee during the day, and it doesn't make a difference to their skinny jeans or their weight or whatever it is that they're working on, that is their guide and gauge to what makes them a success for them. And so then sometimes we just have to switch back. Now, here I promote going just black, please, because it was a game changer for me. And it was part of the clean intermittent fasting that I finally brought about. Somebody asked me how long I've been doing OMAD, how long I've been doing the clean part of intermittent fasting. And I think I've been OMAD for like 4 or 5 years. I think I've been clean intermittent fasting for maybe 18 months now. Not sure, but it was the game changer for me. And probably 4 or 5 months ago, I began to dabble after fasting foodie. Jackie is her name. She's adorable and half my age. And she showed how you can do clean intermittent fasting and OMAD with other things in your food plan besides being all carnivore or all keto. And I tried it because I missed some of those things. And I have found that with no deprivation, the head thing stops. And one person was saying, also in a comment, that they have the diet brain and how just doing the OMAD takes away all of the counting and all of the figuring out that you have to do. I totally, totally agree. Even though my head is still a, counter, it's like, always counting either carbs, calories, how much of this, how much of that in my head. But it doesn't stop me from having something that I want in my OMAD. The clean intermittent fasting is just a wonderful tool for me, especially this time of year, as you see tons and tons of things. And a couple of weeks ago, a lady said, Lord, save me the break room. Yes, that's the name of my break room, too. Every day it is loaded with goodies, and not just because it's like holiday Christmas time with cookies and all of that. It always gets the leftover bakery things that they don't put in the day old things, and they load us up. They feed us continuously. It's a very generous company. And somebody told me that they went into Walmart and Walmart had rearranged everything, and that they now have sizes 6, 7, 8 XL, I think. And that to me is so, so, so sad to hear, because you know that these people are compromised health wise as well as, food wise, the choices. And I feel so bad, but that is America. And this is what we have become. The new skinny is probably a lot more than the skinny that I grew up with. Not me being skinny, but what our version of skinny was. And for some, that's probably healthy because some were probably bordering on weighing under 100 pounds and ready to topple over. You just wondered. Sometimes when I see the skinny people in like bathing suits or something, it's like, where do all their organs fit? Just saying. But anyway, it's a tough time of year for a lot of us. And so having just that black coffee throughout the day, the either still, the unbubbly, or the bubbly, sparkling waters, unflavored, has really been what I lean on and what works for me. I've been doing it so long, and maybe you have found this too, that when you do clean intermittent fasting, you know that something's coming. You know that a meal is coming. I never fast more than 24 hours. I do have my meal every single day. Why? One, I am hungry. Two, I love it. I love food. And so I don't do any alternative day or anything. I don't shake up my system. um, I've been doing just fine. That's what you have to figure out for yourself. Sometimes shocking your system and having, a long fast one, for a few days and then going to a short one and then having an up day and a down day. I don't do any of that. I just clean intermittent fast with my plain black, strong, hot coffee and my bubbling water or still water. I have my element every day, and then that's it. And then when I sit down to my OMAD, which is any time between 1 and 3 every day, I feast and I have what I want and I love it. And I don't really weigh and measure and count and, deny, deprive. I don't do any of that anymore. And I've been able to maintain fitting into my skinny jeans. The scale continues to say the same thing month after month. I'm very happy about it. I do weigh myself once a month because I just want to know. And and that continues to work for me. I used to be totally obsessed with weighing and measuring things in the kitchen, the food that I was eating, and I used to be totally obsessed with weighing my body. And both of them aren't good for my head, along with the diet brain thinking, even though that doesn't stop. Just like I continue to eat every day, my diet brain, it's part of my DNA. At 9 years old, I became a very overweight little child that ate all the wrong things. I began babysitting so I could buy sugar, candy, junk food. Um, who doesn't love a hostess cupcake type of thing with my babysitting money because it wasn't in the house. And I also babysat for people so I could raid their cabinets. And so the food deprivation made me gain weight as if the extra fat around my body, would keep me if I didn't have anything to eat. But instead, I just kept eating and foraging and wanting and really, giving in to my sugar addict, my food addict, my carb addict. And so I became quite plump. And that was it for a long, long time. I gained in weight. I gained and lost weight in my teens and 20s. I was a smoker from 14 on. I quit smoking at 24, so we're getting up to almost 50 years of not smoking. And I somehow lost weight. I did diet pills. I remember before knowing that diet pills were diet pills. I had a regular GP. I was probably 14. He gave me speed. Little did I know, all of a sudden, I had a little Boston whaler, and there was a McDonald's. There is a McDonald's on the water. I would take my boat to McDonald's and have large fries and tab. That was how I lost 40 pounds one summer season. I had very unhealthy habits. And of course, that weight came back on. It revisited me. And I don't know if brown fat gets triggered and makes you gain weight. I don't know any of the scientific stuff, the Weight Watcher stuff, the Jenny Craig. I don't know any of the having this and having that. I tried to play it their way and see how it went. And, like a lot of American people, Canadian people, how we did it back then. And little by slowly, thank goodness, I found the keto food program. That was a big, significant game changer. I was still having 1, 2, 3 meals a day. Then I went to 2MAD, and then I found my beloved OMAD, and then I tightened up the fasting part with the clean intermittent fasting. And that was my game changer, total game changer. And every now and then I see a comment below one of my videos where they say, that's it, I'm going to clean intermittent fasting. I'm not going to do it that way, the other way anymore. And it's like, hallelujah, I hope you have the same success. And I really want you to keep in touch with me, because this channel ends up being mostly older people, mostly older females that have struggled, been on the struggle bus for decades where you gain, you lose, you gain, you lose. A new diet comes along. This is going to be it. We do it, we lose it, we gain it. We wait for the next great thing, do it, lose it, gain it. And then some of us do the keto. Some of us do carnivore. Some of us do neither of those. We do the OMAD. This is a community that fits. One size fits all. One community fits all. Because the purpose and the principle and my philosophy is to find what works for you. Just you. And if that means you have okra and that is your secret, have it. Share it here. Who knows? It could be somebody else's weight loss trick. If you have anything that you want, but it's where you put it, and it's what you do with the clean part of your day, clean intermittent fasting part of your day, share it below. We could all use how it works while we're doing our getting to us and getting off the struggle bus. We try a lot of different things that we hear about as we hone and fine tune and just find the purpose of what our goals are and achieving them. And then comes the next part, which is maintaining them. And I did get to this part here from a lot of different, this works, that works, loaded coffee, no loaded coffee, going to black coffee, giving up sugar, giving up xylitol, giving up creamers, giving up gum, huge giving up gum. And so all the different things that I've done to get me to what works for me. So I share what works for me here, and I encourage you to put down below what works for you too, because it could just be the one thing that person that still struggles, that has the pesky pounds, that just, they know that there's something missing, but they don't know what they don't know. And then they might hear it from me or read it below and go, why didn't I think of that sooner? That's how it was for me with the clean intermittent fasting. Why didn't I think of that sooner? And so now that I've thought of it, and it's not sooner, it's later, it's great. And this is what works for me. So please comment below. We're in the countdown. We're in the middle of the food season, the temptation season. It's going to be tough. Like I say, if you want to have something, take it, thank the person for it, tell them that you're going to have it after your meal. Shut them down. Don't say, no, thank you, I'm not going to have it. And it's like, wow, you never ate that skinny and you never wanted them. No. Just put it in a baggie, put it in a container, bring it home and enjoy it in your OMAD. Life is not about deprivation, especially at our age with what we've been through, right? We, if it was a Girl Scout badge, we'd have 97 of those little things that we sewed on. Remember, we sewed them on. I'm trying to think what it is. The sash with the, yeah. We've completed many courses of how to lose weight, keep it off, gain it, stop it, right? Have a wonderful day. And if you're suffering through eating too much over this past weekend because it was probably the beginning of the serious eating for Christmas, don't worry. Don't worry. One meal a day. You can do it for the rest of this week, right? This is the big serious countdown, and holding on to that clean intermittent fasting is really the gift of it all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you here the next time, wearing my festive red sweater. Thank you. I'll see you here. Bye-bye.